Hello everyone, it's like King Denominator here. When you see this painting, what instantly comes to mind? It's the Mona Lisa, right? And even if you didn't know the name, you knew what it was because you've probably seen it countless times before, both directly and indirectly. As a matter of fact, the Mona Lisa is one of the most infamous paintings of all human history. It was created over 500 years ago, and its legacy will likely live on another 500 more. Now, when you see this, what instantly comes to mind? You probably have no clue what this is or that it even existed. I was once like you up until recently. This is a visual novel by the name of, and forgive my pronunciation because I'm probably going to butcher this, Katawa Shoujo. And it's basically Doki Doki Literature Club before it was cool. Minus the psychological horror aspect. Katawa Shoujo was released only 9 years ago, but sadly, it has since faded into obscurity. Let's agree that the one thing these two have in common is that they are both art. That being the case, why is one still praised even after 500 years, and the other fallen to the wayside after less than a decade? Apples and oranges comparison, yes, I know. One is a classical masterpiece, and the other is a simple visual novel. But what makes something good enough to be remembered centuries later, and something not so good enough to be nearly forgotten in a fraction of that time? Katawa Shoujo roughly translates to disabled girls, or crippled girls, and the story is shown through the eyes of a male protagonist, and his varying interactions with females at a special high school for disabled youth. At first glance, it just seems like your average point-and-click visual novel dating sim, and depending on who you ask, you'll probably be right. But honestly, I believe this is not the case. You see, Katawa Shoujo had humble beginnings. It all started a little over 20 years ago, when a doujinshi artist named, I'm gonna butcher this, Raita Hanjo created this sketch and shared it with the interwebs. Fast forward 7 years later, and this sketch had garnered a lot of interest on image boards, more notably 4chan. I mean, anime and manga fans alike absolutely adored the characters. Then one day, fans from around the world decided to come together and do something with these characters. They formed a group called 4-Leaf Studios. Very subtle. To begin development on a visual novel. After 5 long years of hard work and dedication, the final product was released January 12, 2012. After release, the game was greeted with generally favorable reviews and developed somewhat of a cult following across the internet. Multiple translations, patches, and updates would continue up until June 6, 2015, when 4-Leaf Studios announced that they would ultimately cease development for the project. They didn't release the script files to the public, leaving the fanbase responsible for maintenance and/or more translations. Granted, 4-Leaf Studios did claim that they had no plans for the future of Katawa Shoujo upon release, but there were rumors of another unrelated project in the works. But as of 2021, nothing has come to fruition. In 2020, an artist and co-director of Katawa Shoujo by the name of Raid had died. As of 2021, the full visual novel has been released officially in English, French, Spanish, Japanese, and Italian. Okay, I suppose I have to set the record straight now. I've never even played this game. I actually discovered it through this meme. Also, I've seen this sketch while browsing 4chan a while back, but didn't pay much mind to it. Truth is, well, there isn't just much exposure on this visual novel. A quick YouTube search would reveal that it's more of a dead medium than a hot topic. Frankly, there is just beauty in seeing a community of random individuals getting together to make something, well, good. Maybe not good enough to be remembered 500 years from now. And for the most part, it's not completely forgotten. There is still a minority of fans that upload Let's Plays and playthroughs of the game today, not to mention the various other fan works and media. But even as iconic the Mona Lisa may be, someday it too will fade into obscurity.